Alec Wirth, Steve Messner, you sexy motherfuckers.
Oh, what's up, Kyle?
How did you turn that on? You've been doing this for a while.
Where's this guy been? I'm turning
pretty
airplane
professional.
mode.
I'm ditching the headphones too. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
fuck those headphones.
sound-
No, you
I don't
stay
wanna be
on
the only
them. You
guy.
stay on them.
No, I don't want to be the only headphone guy.
The sound's bad. Boys, welcome. How are you?
Fucking good, mate.
How are you, Steve?
I'm good as well.
Good to see you, boys. I love you guys. Hey, guys, if you're listening, which plenty of you are now, there's been a lot of listens. Thank you, guys. Please like and subscribe. I love you guys. It's going to help me grow the channel, help me bring some money in eventually, which would be sick to cover costs. And I would just be doing me a massive favor. So thank you, guys. Please like and subscribe, boys. Once again, welcome. Great to have you.
Yeah.
Hey,
thanks
don't
for being
forget to
back,
smash
man.
that little bell for notifications.
Yeah.
And refer your friends. And yeah. I
Share that shit. Listen to that
I'm not
shit.
a
Like that shit.
Fuck yeah.
Pussies.
Boys, how was the Riff mic last night?
It was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was chill. Pulled a lot of good bucket pulls. A lot of
Was it the same thing? People put subjects on
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the bunch of papers, leave them out, and then I like how much the comics get into writing too. Like everyone, like, you would think that you'd have to pull. This girl's just trying to get in here. You would think that it'd be like pulling teeth to get people to do it, but everyone's grabbing papers, oh, I got one, and they're throwing it in. It's
I like how you see some people's true racism or bigotry come out because they can't hide when they're writing. So some people just go there's a couple people last night. I'm not gonna say I don't even know the exact details. I just remember a couple moments where I was like, dude, this guy I think actually doesn't like Mexicans or something. Because they can't clever their way out of the truth of how they feel. Because they just...
Yeah,
it's fun.
Have you been to one of the bowl cut shows?
No, not
Yeah,
yet. They
I've
look
heard.
awesome though.
They do this same thing of what you guys do on the Riff mic for the last 2 minutes of their show for each person. And it's what I found was if it wasn't a truthful thing, if it was something riffing about a question that would be appealing to something that is relevant in their life, then it was easier for people. But if it was just a dumb subject matter trans politicians or some shit that, then it was just really hard to go anywhere with it.
Why is that a dumb subject?
I mean, for you, it might be very relevant.
Yeah.
That's your Pornhub category.
Yeah,
no?
oh yeah. Trans politician.
Trans politician.
I really like the acting in it, actually. It's really not so much about the sex. It's the scenario.
But yeah, did you guys find that again last night?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just the hot topic, Diddy's court case. It's never going to be as good as if you say childhood something,
Right.
Childhood friends, and people go into that. It's always more interesting.
I like the more personal you can get, or the more personal it can be interpreted. The more interesting it's gonna be, because it's especially if it's an open-ended topic, and then someone's oh yeah, I've never thought of how much I hate this thing. Tripods came up, and then this guy was riffing about how he's actually works in film, and then he went on this whole rant about something, and it's just oh, from tripods, who wrote tripods in the bucket to I don't know. It's cool. It's working that muscle, trying to channel just speaking like us right now, and then you run out of steam and you
Keep going.
Yeah.
You got this.
Next one.
He's not very good at the riff mic.
I struggle as well. It's tough.
It's a thing. Oh, I kind of on
did
our
good
mic,
last
because
night.
what?
You did well last night. I smoked before because I was this mic. I was I think this is going to get my creative juices flowing.
You did
but it
not
was
do well.
I smoked. No, I didn't. I smoked right before I got on, so I just had this cloud in my head, and I was just
She's welcome everybody. I smoked before this. That was a mistake.
yeah, and it was just there was time I would get the subject and just start thinking about it instead of saying shit. Because I was
Your meta commentary was the funny part.
That was it. Yeah, at least I found
I just
that.
thought of some great stuff in my head, and I realized I didn't say any of it out loud.
Yeah, it was shit like
Thanks,
that.
buddy.
That was all I had. So,
And
but it is tough. And then you don't want to call a subject too quickly. And then what also happened with me is I got something that I did have a bit on. And then that always feels dirty to do like an actual bit. And then so you don't even do the bit right, and then let's just the whole thing's awkward. So that I fell into that trap this time too.
Well, you were a nice example of don't do your own bits at the Riff.
I know, but when you get the subject, you're like, it's right there. You've done it before too.
I've done it before too. I got bidets, and I used to have a whole bidet bit.
Right, and you don't do the bit the right way because it's like
it was
an old bit.
Because you're trying to trick everyone into saying like you thought of it just then. Like it's
But
either
then I don't
incredible or you're an asshole. Everyone sees straight through.
Yeah, and if you see, I don't want it to be that they see through me, so you kind of got to just own up to it.
You ever like shamefully like sneak a bit you have into like regular conversation?
Oh yeah.
And then but you like it's like the best acting you ever do because you just like it'd be so embarrassing if everyone's like, "Was this a bit you're working on?"
Yeah.
Have you gotten caught? I've gotten caught.
I mean, my friends know me too well, and also
Yeah.
I have the relationship with all my friends where I'm the one that everyone gives shit to somehow. Everyone just figures that out. Like,
yeah,
you
it's
figure
very
that
easy
out.
to figure out very quickly.
Like when I'm at a restaurant, the waiter figures that out. Like, I don't know why everyone's on board.
Yeah.
Everyone's decided it's their job to humble me. I'm not that guy. But no, yeah, I can't. If you pull it off though, you're like, I'm fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. Like, I'm the best actor in the world.
I'm gonna crush with this week at this mic.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work, and on stage, like fuck,
fraud. What am I doing?
I feel like if you do get a subject that you've already written about, it's okay. It's somewhat okay. I mean, that's not your fault, and of course. You know you're gonna be tempted to want to go in that direction.
but it's not the game. Like I don't even want to do that game. Like I don't want to do the let me remember my bits. That's like you do these riff mics once in a while, like once a month. It's like I don't want to do. I have 1,000 fucking opportunities to do this shitty fucking.
I'm just gonna start rigging the bucket with bits of Steve's.
Of mine.
It's just all Camden, New Jersey, pig farming.
Nah, I was gonna do that. I was gonna do like as the first like to open it up, be like completely random, and then just pull out like grew up on a pig farm in South Jersey. Oh, funny! I got this one.
This is so weird. This isn't my opener.
Yeah.
No, I think the way that I try and do it, or I'm lying to you right now. The way I think we should try and do it is like if you have a bit about it, take a different angle on it.
Yeah, I
like
know.
try and challenge yourself to like.
That's what I should have done.
Fresh start like that. It's like an improv games. Like don't go with your first thought. Go with your third thought.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. It's definitely a different muscle to flex. That's for sure. Which is good, but it's surprising how hard it is to think on the spot for something. Like some guys are really good at it and naturally good at it. But then other guys are just not. And I'm definitely in the category of not. Like sometimes I get a glimpse of magic, but like just to like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like my body's like, I don't know what. Like the anxiety almost prevents the creative thought from coming through. But yeah, I guess if you did them weekly, you're going to get a lot better at them.
Well, here's the thing. For our mic, because we have like a decent amount of like repeat people, I feel like once I've done a version of a bit, if I haven't like written a whole new section to it, I feel like I'm not gonna get anything out of, or it's just gonna be like kind of cheap to like do my same set for like our crew, right? Like we have like at least 10 to 15 repeats each week.
That's why we bond our own mic so much.
That's
why.
Well, no. Here's what I started doing for me is just like, okay, I treat our mic as the like try new material mic, and what I've been trying to do is like I'll write down like ideas throughout the week, or I have a whole like Notion like page of like all the like little bit ideas that come to you in like moments of inspiration. And then I'll like pick 5 of those, and then I'll riff on things that I'm like, there's something funny here. There's something funny here. And like, so like that's how I'm trying to start the writing process. So it's like starting it in a conversation.
Way,
So then I'm not like, you ever like write a whole bit on your own and then try it? It always kind of comes off too clever. Like it's like reading a New Yorker article to someone. Like it's like doesn't work because you're not talking.
That.
Yeah,
I haven't done that for ages. I just take a premise or like a few ideas and then I just hit it at mics.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the only way to get your natural. At least
sometimes
at
I like
writing.
I like writing it out sometimes, knowing I'm not going to do this version of it. Like write it out to get all the funny, and then like you can find different like avenues as you're like writing the entire thing out. And then you look at like the 3 pages you wrote and you're like, obviously this is 2 minutes of material, but like, sometimes it's good to start that wide and then like hone in on what's actually funny about it from there.
Well, when you see the pros go up when they're doing like new material, a lot of the time they'll have like A4 pages of it written.
Yeah.
What's A4?
Oh, that's like a,
They're legal, right?
That like letter?
Like your standard printing paper.
A4.
A4
pages.
What do you guys call it?
No, that's what it's called. He just doesn't know
I call them
shit.
8.5.
That's just him being stupid, never having a real job in his life. That has nothing to do with your Australian.
And Steve, you just recently got to the finals of the St. Mark's Festival, which is
fun,
sick, man. Well
Yeah,
done.
it was
And
fun.
Alec, you got into the second or third round.
Hey, I made it to round 2, and then
Nice.
I lost.
You killed.
by,
You both killed.
Thank you. I had fun. I was cool. I got to meet a lot of. I like that club a lot. I like that.
It's
room.
fantastic.
Great vibe. Like great people there too. The way I lost was brutal though. I've never been in an
So
applausometer before. It was Haley Blanding, who's hilarious, and I'm honored to lose to her. And she also did legitimately beat me that night. Like,
That's what makes it worse. That it
I was
wasn't
like,
like a
I
close
agree.
clap.
I tried to stack the deck. I was going for the audience award, and I brought a bunch of my friends, and then I think she won over the Barkton people. And
so
she also
basically-
brought some people too. And then
And to explain it, right, like there's an audience vote and there's a like a club vote. And the audience vote, everybody votes on their phones for the person. And Alec tied with Haley for the audience vote.
I thought they were gonna make us do another bit. So I was
that
like,
would be
"Fuck, what
funny."
am I was like, I have like my ice joke or something like, but I don't know, like a quick one that's like gets a
The ice joke, a quick one that divides the entire room.
quick one
That's
that
what you
makes
want.
everyone hate me.
Half hate me and half like me, which is not what you wanted in that
That's a
situation.
you're right. That would have been a bad call.
You know what? That would have been a fun way to do it, though. Everyone gets you two get another 2 minutes and then another vote, like an audience vote, like an applause. That would be a cool way
But
to
the
do it.
applause is what was brutal,
so,
right?
Yeah, so they like did me first, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do an applausometer, so everyone clap if you liked Alec. And then my friend, like no one was paying attention. He like kind of snuck in. He's like, okay, everyone clap if you like Alec. And then everyone's like, what?
Don't make
and then
excuses.
no.
Don't make excuses.
There was a gap. There was a gap, and then there was this half of the room was pity applause, and then this was my crew over here, and they did like woo.
Yeah.
And then
But
when
like
Haley
no
got,
one picked up the immediate cue, and then Haley went second.
they got
and it was,
vuvuzelas and shit.
yeah,
They're
and,
like
and Haley,
cowbells.
everyone went bananas, and I was like, okay, Jesus, you like her? I'm leaving. Fuck.
I'll go home.
It
You just
hurt so much. It hurt my
you have to
feelings.
blow them. Your own friends are like, woo.
Yeah, they were going for
It'd be funny if all your friends were like,
I was clapping for Haley at the end.
You're like, I want to be a part of this.
She's amazing how strong she's gotten in a year, man.
Yeah,
no, Leslie,
yeah.
I think didn't she start in like February or something?
I know. I think she started a few months after me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
She's like one of those like ones that's like it's annoying how good you are for how early you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
into this.
yeah.
But it's also she's just so cool. Like, yeah.
100%. And Steve,
Shout out Haley.
Yeah, shout out Haley.
Clip-
You got to the
Clip
finals.
this.
Haley, shout out to Haley. Yeah, I got to the finals. It was what, 10 people.
Yeah, 11.
11.
You
Say
killed.
10. 6 people. They don't even know. It's down to 4 of
He
us.
did
and,
really
you know,
good.
Like 30
No, I
people.
thought I had a great set. I had so much fun, dude.
That room was packed.
Dude, that
out.
room was so packed. Each show I did, I mean, the first round it was like very packed. Second round was a little light, but it still was everybody was into it. Like everybody was having
Yeah.
fun. So like that was the main thing that was great. Like the crowds were so like excited for comedy. It was like easy to get them going. You know? So yeah, like that's all. Like just to get that out of it, like 3 fucking great rooms and like really good sets. I'm hoping we could get those tapes because like I think I can use those tapes for sure. Like, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
you did
was-
well,
it
man.
was a
What a
fun
testament
room,
to you
man.
boys getting through, and Steve getting to the finals. Like it shows that the hard work's paying off.
yeah, for sure. Man.
Yeah, the tapes would be good. But no, that's so. And how's you guys obviously running one of the hottest open mics in the goddamn city?
That's right.
How's that
Fuck
going?
Plan B.
And you boys are still producing shows. You boys are killing.
Yeah,
You guys are really getting the algorithm working for you. You know, you guys are like, you're doing the riff mics, you're doing your mics, you're doing shows. You're like building this thing up.
This all started with us just wanting to have a mic that we'd want to go to. That like wasn't like we've all done the shitty mics where it's like two other people in a room. I'm not gonna name the room, but you know the room. And
There's that actually doesn't narrow it down that much.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of mics.
I don't actually know the room.
Right. It could be anywhere. You got to give me the borough, the time.
You want to hear how you asked if we had any stories. You want to hear how we met?
Yeah.
Our meet cute.
How did you guys meet?
I used to run.
You tell it.
I used to run this little like dive bar mic for some asshole. I'm not gonna name his name. But that was unnecessary. I just wanted to
That's okay.
make a jab because Steve knows him too. And no, I used to run this little mic. It was like a $5 mic, no matter what kind of shit show we were walking into. This is a bar that we're not confident had a liquor license. It was just like a room that was like, it was like some
It's like a room shaped like a bar that like had,
some dude's basement that but like
I feel like it was always different beers in the refrigerator too. It
was
wasn't like they
whatever
had like
fell off a truck.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
and then like they had a back room, but like the back room was like whatever you wanted to make it. But sometimes the microphones would get stolen or go missing or something. And so like the day that Steve came in, like I had never met him before, the microphones were gone. And I was like, well, it feels weird doing stand up without something. So I got like a Cholula bottle, like the hot sauce bottle. And I was like, it was a symbolic mic. And I was like, all right, we're all going to play along. And like some people were like, fuck this is a shit show. And like Steve was just like embraced
what kind of was interesting was like everybody used the Cholula mic. I thought it was going to be like a little gag, symbolic mic, and he's gonna put it down and nobody was gonna grab it. But everybody like nervously like needed the mic in their hand. It was pretty funny.
No, but like we were like chit chatting afterwards, and then like we hit it off, and we were talking about how we both kind of wanted. I was like, I'm running this for this other guy. He's giving me spots in exchange for like running his mic. I felt guilty like charging people $5 when there's not even a microphone. But I'm like,
a lot
it's
of
not
times
mine.
there's like 3 people at that mic, and it's like you have to charge the 5 no matter what.
Or sometimes like I would still do it as long as more than one person showed up. So it would be 3, including me hosting.
That's what I mean.
So it's just a meeting. It's just like a men's support. It was all men. It was like men's support group.
It was all men.
But like some nights were like awesome. Like there was one night there was a Gotham comedy class that was all preparing for their class show. And Piali Siam was in that. Jessica Silver was in that. That's how I met them. And I got to see them before their first ever real show, and like that was a party. That was like we had like 15 people, and then they moved us rooms because they double booked that shitty room, and then the other room I had to do the Cholula bottle because the mic didn't work. But like anyway, we were like talking after we like talking about what our ideal mic would be, and like I want to start one day, but I don't want to like make my money off of comics. Like that's kind of
it wasn't shitty. About like, let's do a mic so we can make some because I was like, we're not gonna get rich off a fucking open mic. Let's just try to get a good open mic, a good place for people. Like that was the whole goal, was just exactly that. It was like for no other reason than we get to do. Let's do a mic we get to do every week. Is kind of how the plan was.
Yeah, and then I got the Judy Z's gig. I was like working there bartending, and I signed up for I said I'll do Wednesdays and Saturdays because Wednesdays had trivia night. I was like, okay, they already got a built-in audience, but there's a big gap before 7:45 where no one's at the bar half the time, and I was like, this is a perfect slot. And I hit up Steve it was half a year later or something. And I was like, hey, you want to do that mic we were talking about? And then we got it going. We just started throwing a party. I hit up to start out to get the first 4 weeks were 7 people, 9 people, 7 people, 6 people. to get those people, I had to hit up like 200 to 300 people on Instagram, like DM, and like you gotta like blast them. But like once you start getting the ball rolling, like then it was like 13, 20, 36, and we realized we can't fit 36, and then we're like, oh shit, like but then like since then, except for I don't think we should do a week.
By the way, I'll say this: I realized we couldn't fit 36 because it's pretty simple math. When you start at 6, you have to be done at 7:50. But Alec can't say no to anybody because he's a little fucking puppy dog. So he's like, oh yeah, I think we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And I'm like, dude, we're not gonna figure this out. We gotta give everybody 2 minutes right now. And he's like, oh well, I'll talk to Kent. I'll get it all figured out. Don't worry. And then next thing we're getting yelled at. He's like, so Steve, I think we gotta start capping the mic. And I'm like, yeah.
It's a good problem to have, though.
It's a good problem to have. And no, now it's my fucking favorite day of the week. Like I was out of town like on a visiting my mom when she was living in Oregon, and I had these beautiful snow-covered mountains, and we're gonna go skiing the next day. And I have FOMO, and I'm like looking at the boomerangs of our Instagram. And like I made this is so pathetic. I was like, hey, let's pretend like I'm at the mic and make a boomerang of me.
So sad, dude.
I miss my friends.
It was like supposed to be crazy, funny, and like ironic, but it was just sad. There was too much realness in his eyes and that shit.
Saw the sadness in my eyes.
Yeah.
No, but I love our shit. And then then
the best,
we natural progression was like we got all these talented comics on here. Let's make a show. We could make a show, and then we found another venue, and then that venue fucked us over for the second show, so we found a third venue, and but now we've got the Rose and the Rose Bar and Bistro. Check them out on Instagram. That's like we love them. We love that owner. We love that room.
I don't think they're called the Rose Bar and Bistro. I think you just
it says it on Google.
Oh, it does.
I make the posters.
Okay. all right, dude. All right. The Rose Bar and Bistro, it is.
It's a great venue.
Yeah.
For the shows.
Yeah,
and the
great.
owner is just so easy to deal. He's like, he hits us up. He hits us up when he's got like an empty night. And that's when we do the Riff mics. He's like, hey, you guys free this like Saturday or whatever?
That's
like,
amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Just
so
gives
cool.
us the space. We just make sure everybody gets a drink or two, and where everybody's happy. It's that simple.
Yeah. And everyone does, especially on a Friday night.
Yeah, of course.
Are you guys finding that comics are drinking less now or drinking more?
I haven't been tracking it.
I think it's just when comics have enough money to drink, they do, and when they don't, they don't, and it's just so like maybe it's a good gauge of the economy how fucking drunk comedians or open micers are getting.
There's that. I think there's also the wave of like everyone's going out all at once, and then suddenly I'm doing a sober 100 days. I hit it too
But that's
hard.
the problem with all of us. I feel like, especially our group, like
Shame
dudes in our
spiral
30s,
in the group.
Yeah.
the hangovers like are very damaging these days to all of us. So like we always are. I feel like our group like will start to get excited about like drinking together, and then go hard for like 3 weeks, and then everybody's like, "Yeah, I'm taking a couple weeks off." Yeah. Everybody's got their tail between their legs.
I gotta do some thinking about what I've been doing with my life. I don't know if you guys get this. I'm turning 34 on in September 13th. Shout out to my birthday. I'm just sorry I keep
Plugging
doing
his
that. I'm fucking ruining the podcast.
Give me a birthday wish.
Hey, everyone make a wish. Everyone drop a wish in the comments. No, but I like since I was like 28, like I feel everything now. I can't drink without consequence, and like the next day if I go too hard, I get the anxiety. I get sad. It's just like chemical sad. Like even if everything's going great in my life, just like the chemical. Like, I'm fucking sad today. Like
It's
I hate
like
this.
I just get like I look for what I could possibly have done to embarrass myself in the night. I'm like, I think I'm fine, but there must be some, because I feel like that anxiety. So I'm like, something must have fucking happened that I'm not thinking
Dave sent
about.
me some videos from a couple of those nights. So
not those. There's other
I'm waiting
nights
for the promo for the
You're
next show.
to cancel me. Well, when I was dancing, when I was doing the salsa dancing, I'm not talking about that. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just thinking
We'll
I
drop
said
a
something
clip
stupid
right
or
here.
something. Yeah, right.
I'll send you some
I'm not
footage.
that
You can
happy
salsa
about it.
dance, Steve?
No. No, dude. Of course not.
He thinks,
But
he
I can
salsa
try
dance.
when I'm
Have you got the
hammered.
basic step down?
Yeah, I can kind of do the basic
Yeah.
stuff until I lose it. I kind of get it and I overthink it, and then everyone's just like, look at this white idiot trying to do this.
Can you do it with another person though? That's the question.
No, I have to do it with another person.
Oh.
I have to let Lena do it, and then I just
She
follow.
lead?
Yeah,
Let
she
her lead?
leads.
That's
I don't know how to. I don't know how to start it. I don't know how it works.
I've taken dance classes. It's tough to take a dance class as a guy who doesn't know how to dance because you're supposed to lead, but you don't know what you're doing. So you have to follow like someone pretending to follow you. So you just feel like you're being used and like, is this what it's like to be the follower? Like,
You got a good look for like a guy in a dance class. I could see you being a dance class
too.
guy.
Or a yoga instructor.
Maybe, but I can't. That's
You just can't dance.
No, I will also confidently pretend to dance. I can fake the salsa until there's a woman there, and then it all falls apart. Because I'm like, oh, I was lying. I'm sorry.
Nah, I just let them lead. Just see what they do, and then I do it. But I can't just figure it out to start. I gotta be like, show me what it is again, and then I'll try to do it.
No,
it's fun.
Start moving.
It's fucking tiring though with the Colombians because they don't fucking stop.
Dude,
they just keep fucking dancing, and I'm like, all right, I proved that I can kind of do it. Can I just sit down now?
It's amazing how they can just keep going and going.
I wonder what it is about Colombia that makes them so
why do
so
they
energetic.
Keep going? It could be anything. I don't know.
Something
Must be
about
in
their
the-
culture.
Yeah. The coffee,
Something
right?
in the
Yeah,
baby
coffee.
Yeah, it's all the coffee.
Yeah.
Colombian coffee.
I had a friend
Yeah.
from home, blue collar worker, and he's like, "There's only 3 good things that came out of Colombia: the women, the coffee, and the cocaine."
All right.
Do you like
He
going
says
back
there's
there?
only 3, but those are 3 really great
Oh,
things.
they're the
Most
best.
countries
Yeah.
don't even have 3 things that good. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that
Three
covers
things
all
about
bases.
Norway: the white fish,
yeah,
the pickled herring.
Yeah, that is actually a really good thing to be known for.
yeah, the 3 awesome things,
Yeah.
right? Like, 3 of the best things.
Let's go to Colombia, guys.
Yeah, boys trip.
Yeah, boys.
Let's go do some
Podcast
comedy
trip,
there.
Nah, I might go next week for a couple days.
You thinking about it?
2 weeks. Yeah, something like that.
No shit.
Yeah, her mom, my girlfriend's mom's going, and then she might go, and I might just pop in for like 4 or 5. If the
should.
tickets are cheap enough and I can pull it off, I'm like, why not? It's like a slow time, I think,
100%.
with everything. So, but you feel that? I was gonna bring that up, like, with like mics and shows right now. Like the shows and the energy in the shows for the competition were awesome, but for the most part, I feel like this is just such a dead time of the year, just dog days of summer where like nobody has any like ambition to do anything, to laugh. Like I feel like open mics, people aren't really bringing it right now. Like, do you get that like vibe right now?
I couldn't tell if it was just me or
Yeah.
I turned on myself before I blamed
That's
everyone
fair.
else. But I'm just
Maybe
like, I think I'm
blaming
in a
everyone else
slump.
and it's me too.
You know what? I like this. Yeah, it's everyone else's fault.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Do you feel that though?
The shows in particular have been a lot smaller. Like at St. Mark's, they've been a hell of a lot smaller.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
just
so
hard
nice
to get,
out
I know.
too. Like,
You
it's
can't
hard to get
blame
people inside.
Yeah,
It's like these
exactly.
are the how soon till this is all over? Like when does it start getting really cold?
The world? Or
No, that's one more year.
couple,
But
yeah, I don't know.
No, it's
Not
always
long.
Labor Day. It's like once Labor Day hits, it's like summer's over.
So that's next
everybody just
weekend,
gets
right?
back to fufucking business. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Is it
when it'll
next
get.
week?
it's so
Oh,
nice.
that's why they gave me shifts at the bar. No one's gonna be here. Fuck. I was like, I was wondering why they
They
haven't
gave
given
me
me any
fucking
shifts
prime
until
time.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, right.
I'm an idiot. Oh
Man.
my god.
Yeah, it's so nice. Like downtown when they shut down the streets and so no cars can go through and it's just so vibrant. I really like summer here.
That was
Yeah.
one really like positive during COVID was like all the outdoor seating. It felt like Europe for a little bit. Like it was like
Yeah.
it was so nice during the summer to like just be able to like dine outside like places you couldn't do that before.
We're like way different. Like I'm way more white trash here because I was gonna say it feels like the Keys in Florida or like
Yes.
feels
like the south of
New
France
Orleans
because
where
I'm
like
fancy.
because I'm like everyone's walking around with drinks. It feels like Florida, baby. You're like. That's what I felt like though. It was like every day was like a festival. Everybody's just outside, like all these, like in my neighborhood, like the bars, they would have like windows next to like bar seating. You know how you see that, but they just opened that window and it was like a stand, a beer. You would walk up and they had like cocktails you could get or beers. And you just get it.
And you could just take it wherever. And
it was like 5 cent. They called them Cuomo fries because you needed that food to sell. That was the rule. So you would buy 5 cents Cuomo fries. So like technically,
you keep them away from your women.
Yeah, right.
They're too Italian to be around women.
But yeah, it was just like a workaround so that they could just give you a drink, and it was just everybody's just walking around the fucking because everybody was inside for what 3 or 4 months. And yeah, everybody, it was like a festival every day, or on the weekends. People were just all walking around, jumping bar to bar. Everyone's like just sitting in random spots on the streets, just talking shit. Like,
also, if you got that government stimmy check, you're
like,
free money.
What else?
Free money. I could drink all day.
How much was it?
Shit. It was like, wasn't it like $6,000 or something?
Nah, it wasn't that. I think it was like $2,000 to $500 to $2,000, depending on like how much money you were making or something like that.
There was unemployment. I got unemployment. I was like lucky that like my boss like told us like, hey, sign up for this now so you get in the first wave because I was a bartender, and so I got the unemployment, thank God, and then we got a couple of stimmy checks, and I knew it was like, okay, I don't know how long this is gonna last, so I was just like still being pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But it was like that saved my ass. Like that, I think that saved a lot of people's asses.
Oh yeah, I know some people were getting paid more money than on those checks than they were even at their own job.
Oh yeah, I was actually making more. I was making more than I was working, which really trains you poorly to want to go back to work.
Not the way it's supposed to work. But.
It's finally trickling down. All right.
That was a wild time. I wonder if we'll ever go through that again. I can't see humans putting up with that shit again.
Nah.
Especially in Australia, it was so bad. I just don't think people...
I heard it was rough over there.
I think if we had another lockdown, people would just go, fuck you. Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
He dies.
I think in a lot of ways it was like the government's got an opportunity. Maybe it wasn't even like the plan, but just like how long can we do something like this? Like how far can we push people until they just go fucking crazy? And we found out because the whole country, the whole world was crazy. For having to be inside. So I think it's like, all right, now we know where the mental problems start. So maybe we adjust a little bit to try to avoid as many. I would hope so, at least, that they think that way.
It's a good social experiment, like global social experiment.
Accidentally, but it is,
You remember when people would clap for the nurses?
Yeah.
There was one guy in my neighborhood that just kept going for like months after everyone had stopped doing that. Like, so at like 7 p.m. there was like a shift change for nurses. So people would like, when they were like quarantined, they'd like go out their windows and like clap and bang pots and pans to like celebrate.
Could you see nurses going up and...
Yeah, you'd see like the nurses, they'd be like celebrities, and then like...
They wouldn't even be outside. Like in my, like, you know where I live, like it's like it was like a courtyard, so there was all these like windows, and people would just cheer to nothing. They would just stand out the windows and go, woo! Woo! And then they would just walk back in.
It was like, and then there was one guy that just kept going. I'm like,
he's probably a nurse.
Respect
I think it's nice and all this stuff.
It was nice.
But I felt stupid as hell doing it. I think I did it once, like kind of ironically. I was like, yeah, woo!
Hey man, I lost it. I started.
I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it. It's just my own like insecurities of like. What a fucking knob, just fucking clapping to the air, like.
I loved it. I did it for a while. I was the guy. I was a knob.
But
what a weird. What's it called? I started like a YouTube channel. I started like a YouTube show that I've since stricken off the internet.
Please tell me it was like to.
It was like a vlog. It was. I think every couple of years.
Self-help, like to help people get through this.
No, it was like me trying to do my own like late night show alone in my room, or
that's
like
cool.
Versus like plus like Casey Neistat style like YouTube thing. Every couple of years I'll pull out something like that. I'll be like, I just gotta start posting. And then I feel like all the people that like I went to high school with are like, oh, Alex lost it again. Like, let's watch this nervous breakdown.
You go, I gotta start posting. Then your friends come to you like, you gotta stop posting.
My girlfriend at the time broke up with me. I don't know why. It just seemed to come.
Correlation.
My dad is very mean, and he's like, it's that stupid YouTube show. like, fuck you. He said, you had one good episode. I'm like, go watch my show, Dad.
What is he, a Reddit commenter?
My dad is a Reddit commenter.
That's like nasty
My dad is
Reddit
a
comment.
troll. I grew up with a heckler following me around my whole life.
Yeah, I had a tough dad, but he didn't troll me. Well, he did a little bit, actually.
He actively trolled
Your dad like bullied you. Like
He's
actively.
like, you insecure about that? Because you should be.
That's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
Where do you guys sit on spanking your kids? Were you guys spanked as kids? 'Cause we're all millennials, but and I was thinking last night, are millennials the last generation to get spanked by their fathers?
Well, I didn't get spanked because I was a good boy.
Bullshit.
I was a good boy.
By their fathers or their daddies? No, my mom, one time I was being a little shit and she tried to spank me and she was like hitting me hard and I just started laughing so hard.
Yeah, I think
and then
we've all
she
been
started
there.
laughing. She's like, I can't punish you. It's impossible.
Did you really not get spanked, see?
Nah, like here and there, but it wasn't like a thing like that happened a lot.
Yeah.
My dad was just fucking so scary anyway. Like I
Yeah.
was scared he would kill me. So he didn't even have to hit me because I already had the fears if he has like, it's like I'm sure here and there, but it wasn't like, oh shit, my dad's gonna beat my ass or like I never really had that like worry.
Yeah.
But
Do you think that, because I don't, like now that I have friends with kids, none of them spank their kids.
Yeah.
And like
Because they're a bunch of pussy millennials.
do you think it's gonna change the dynamic? Like, do you think it was good to have that fear in? Because I was a naughty kid, and getting spanked
tell me
was
more.
definitely, or knowing the fear that I could, definitely straightened me out in some respect.
yeah, and it's like
It didn't really stop me.
I think it's
It
one
actually
thing
didn't.
when kids are just being like crazy, like just spazzing out for no fucking reason. You just hit him and it just fucking like not
I hear.
give him
I know what
a
you're
punch
saying.
in the fucking jaw. But like,
no.
But I think a
where
little
it
bit
won't
of pain.
bruise in the soft, in the soft areas.
Yeah. So they don't.
And then it's your word
so the
against
teacher-
theirs.
Oh, shit.
Who's gonna believe you, kid?
Exactly.
You little shit.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to defend. I'm finding out.
What I want to know is because there's less spanking now, in like 15, 20 years, are there going to be less like S&M people?
What's S&M?
Like sadism, masochism, like the people that like to get spanked sexually.
Ooh.
Because I bet there's a correlation. I
I
bet
don't
if you were
know.
spanked as a kid because you were a naughty little
for
boy.
jerking off. Maybe you got in trouble for jerking off and your mom
Yeah.
started spanking you while you were still fucking jerking that baby. So you came
Yeah,
all over your
and
mom's
then-
fucking face.
Jesus Christ.
What are we talking about? No, I would never hit my kid, honestly.
All right,
Like, I
and
wouldn't.
clip it. Steve, you have a real job, right? You have like a day job.
Yeah, I talk a lot. And say my name a lot.
I have nothing to lose.
I
I have
work for myself.
my Labor Day bartending shift.
Yeah, dude. They'll keep you on. It doesn't matter.
They don't.
I don't know, because like there was a bunch of Gen Zs at this show last night, and they were atrocious. They were the worst audience, and like someone would make a joke about. There was a bunch of girls, and someone would make a joke about females, and these girls would be like, "I can't believe all they're doing is just joking about girls. It's
Wait,
disgusting."
they say it out loud?
Out loud, man. And I was like, these people didn't get spanked by their parents. That's, like there was no like.
Bunch of naughty girls out there.
Yeah,
I guess
but
that's
if you-
where I'm
did
going
you
with it.
say
I wonder
that-
if it was a correlation.
Is this where this question came from?
No, did you say
Yeah,
that to them?
100%. Because I started to think, I would have just had the
wondering where it
manners.
came
I would have just had the manners growing up to know not to shut the fuck up in a public
Yeah.
I don't
sphere
know
like
if
that.
I don't know. I was
At least fear, some sort of fear.
maybe
I
or
think-
like consequences. Or like,
Right.
But like I think you got to get. I don't know. I'm not a parent, but I think I would imagine you have to get like kids earlier, where like you establish like boundaries, you establish what's acceptable behavior and what's not acceptable behavior. By the time my mom tried to like spank me that one time, I was already such a defiant kid.
And how old were you?
I was like 15, 16.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
It's fucked up.
I was actually jerking off. And
Yeah, you get it.
No, I think I was like 7 or something, or I don't know. But like, it's like I was already a little shit. Like once you're already a little shit, like you're just gonna, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared I knew they weren't gonna like hurt me for real. So I think you have to be willing to hurt them for real, and then they'll listen to you.
Mm.
And that's
how
a lesson
fucked up
you
that
can.
sounds
That's a lesson you
when
can
you say
take
it.
home with you.
Would you spank your own kids?
Nah. I would, but I wouldn't like. I'm not gonna be a pushover. Like they don't dictate like what's going on. You just get like you gotta have leverage.
I think I would.
I could see that. For you.
Yeah, right. I
See,
wouldn't
he
I
grew
wouldn't
up-
go
he
crazy,
grew up
but like,
different than-
yeah, no, but I didn't even get hit, like I said. But I don't think if you just aren't like, I don't know, fucking like Hulk Hogan, like leg dropping your kid. If you're just fucking, if you gotta instill a little bit of pain for them to realize what a real consequence is, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
As long as you don't threaten them with it all the time, they're not scared to come home because they're gonna get backhanded for like not making eye contact with them or some crazy shit.
You really
like,
only have to hit them once really hard, and then the rest of the time you can just threaten.
I think so.
That's
though. I really do.
Yeah,
Because-
or your mum can just say those magic words. You wait till your father comes home.
Yeah. I
And
was
then-
like I said, like I didn't get hit, but I was terrified of my dad enough to like not get in trouble a lot as a kid.
A wise friend of mine once said, "Abuse, discipline. Abuse, discipline.
Very wise.
Who told you that?
Fun."
Yeah, I don't know if I would, but I feel like I probably would. But what I would be afraid of is like I know that in my experience, like we got spanked and like I get it. We played up all the time, me and my brother. But sometimes I feel like it was out of anger rather than to discipline us. It was to let, and that's what
That's a
I
problem when
fear.
that happens.
I fear that I would, because I've been brought up with that is
That would trigger
in me as well.
You shouldn't hit your kids. You should hit other people's kids.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit the other kids.
You hit their friend, but you make them watch.
Did you ever have a friend's mom or like another family member spank you?
I've had them like yell at me, and my mom's crazy. Like my mom, my mom would like tear them apart.
Well, that's what I was about to say. The reason that they won't do it to me is the same reason I didn't have to get beat, because my dad's terrifying. So
Even
to
other people?
If another like, I don't know, I'm like exaggerating, but like, yeah, if my dad found out another family like hit one of his kids, it would be a problem. It would be a fucking problem.
Yeah, you do
Just do psycho shit, yeah.
But you just can't know. Like, it must be so fucking frustrating to have children sometimes.
Oh,
it
my
must be
God.
the most painful thing. I can't even imagine.
I spent 3 days with all these kids, with like my sister and my brother. They have a combined 4 kids. And I spent 3 days in the Poconos with them, and I couldn't do a fourth. Like, they're great. Like, they're great. It's fun. I love playing with them. I'm the fun uncle. You know, it's all a good time. But it's like waking up at like 9 o'clock, and you just hear. I was in like the basement. It would just be like, like it would be like every 5 minutes, one of the 4 would have a mental breakdown.
That's
just
a lot of
crying.
kids too,
Dude. And they're all between like 5 and 1, so it's just
that's-
chaotic time. I'm like, this is terrifying.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. I got 8 nieces.
how
and
much joy
nephews.
can they really bring to where that's okay to deal with on a daily basis?
I don't know, man. The other thing,
I can't fathom.
it's crazy. Like the other thing is, it like really becomes your life. You know, like
Yeah.
it really that like when you see like
Or you're a bad parent. Like it needs to become your life.
I know. Like to have it, to be a good parent, it has to become your life.
Yeah.
Like my sisters and their husbands, they're like so dedicated to their kids. But it's like every weekend, it's like driving to swimming practice, driving to soccer, driving to rugby, and you know, like I don't know, it's just so much. It must be so much more difficult for people to have children in New York as well as like having them.
I couldn't
Like
imagine.
you've grown up here, so
I grew up here, but I grew up
you
here.
kind of
like,
get it. Did you grow up in an apartment? Were you always
yeah,
apartment
but
living?
it was like a rent stabilized apartment.
Yeah.
in the Upper East Side, so it wasn't like struggle city.
Right,
Like,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know the apartment you're living in. It's fucking.
that's my grandma's apartment. It was the same building, but different unit.
But no, what I don't understand is like growing up, we had like woods right next to the house, and we had like a big backyard and a big front yard, and like it would just be like we wake up and go in the yard and play.
Yeah,
like the idea of like having to have a parent take you outside and otherwise you're inside or something. Like it just seems crazy to
Yeah, like
grow up that
you
way.
would have had a very independent upbringing. Like you would have, same with me. Like as soon as I could ride a bike, like I was gone. And as long as we were home before dark, it was no problem. Like we would, from the early as like 8 or 9 years old, gone all weekend. Me and my brother, we'd take ourselves to like friends' houses and everyone lived close. And our school that we went to was sort of in between everyone's house. And we would always meet at the school on the weekends, have water bomb fights. And like, I don't know, we just had such a free upbringing. It would be so different doing it here because you couldn't just let your kids just at 9 years old just go. Could you?
Some people do. I don't know. You like it depends on like if you like got like a park nearby. Like nine is a little young, but like there were
9
kids,
I'd say is pretty young. Like I wasn't allowed to do that until like 12.
There were kids like going,
but I didn't live in a neighborhood either. I kind of lived on like a 40-mile-an-hour street with like neighborhood and stuff across the street, but it wasn't like. But I would get driven to my friends like they were in like those like neighborhoods and exactly what you said, like meet at the school, play football, go ride the bike to Walgreens, steal candy, you know, that kind of shit. Like, but it was more like 12. I would say like maybe 11, 12, 13 when we were like allowed to do that.
Yeah. That was
Wow, I really had a lot of freedom then. I was like, we were free, man. It was so cool.
Okay, we get it. Cool. Congratulations.
But at like 9 and 10, like I was
glad your parents hit you. Yeah, we paid the price.
I'm not saying I was in.
We paid the price for that freedom, boys.
Freedom isn't free.
Freedom isn't free.
No, there was like once I was like 10, 11, 12, like we were like hanging out, like going kind of taking the subway, going wherever. Subway was a little less sketchy when I was growing up than it is now.
Would you really take it anywhere? Because that's what blows my mind is for like $1, you could go anywhere in this fucking city. Like I would think I talked to some people and they're like, no, like it was scary to go like to like crazy places. So we would just stay in our neighborhood. Like, what did you guys do?
I mainly stayed in my neighborhood. Sometimes like I was a weird little like nerdy kid and I would like go. So I moved to Connecticut for a few years with my mom, but I'd come back here every weekend. And then I'd just come down and go down to the Apple Store on Prince Street, like the Soho Apple Store. I didn't have any Apple products. I was just a fan. And I would just hang out at the Apple Store, like on my own.
Oh, you felt like you're like an adult,
the laptops.
right?
And, I'm going to the office.
Yeah, I'm just like a big boy going to the Apple Store, looking at Apple stuff like a real adult.
It was cool. They do like little presentations. I saw the Coen brothers like talking about a movie there one time. Like but like most of the time I was just sitting looking at iPods and shit.
That's definitely like. Not saying that you were a rich New Yorker, but that's definitely rich New Yorker moves. Like, yeah, when we were kids, we would just go to the Apple Store.
I didn't own any.
I know, but like,
I also had a friend.
That was your hobby, was going to the Apple Store.
That's true. Yeah,
we would ride bikes in the woods.
I was the only one doing that.
I
was an only child, lonely kid. It's not.
This is just a pure. I'm not gonna. You don't want me to take all of New York down.
I don't represent this. I had friends that like I grew up with. That like my one friend whose number I remembered, Jonathan. Like I'd hang out with him. And I shouldn't have said his name because I'm gonna talk some shit about. No, he would like he was friends with these kids that would all like. Do weed, you know?
They would do all
the weed.
stuff.
No, they like do like shrooms and I was straight edge. I was like I'm good. Like,
how old were these guys at the time?
This is like I don't know. Now I'm outing him.
Who cares? Jeez, he's grown and old now.
He'll be fine. Probably like 13, 14, 15, maybe a little older, but like maybe a little like 13, 14. And like they were like city kids. You grew up fast in the city.
I've heard that. Yeah.
You grew up fast. You're around.
I mean, there was like
people and everything. Like
badass kids were smoking cigarettes and probably some weed at like 13, 14. And like it was. I feel like way more common in the city for dudes to be doing shrooms at 14.
Yeah. Well, but it was like pretty like. They were pretty innocent in terms of like they'd just go to the park and like stare up at the leaves. But he would trick me to come like be his chaperone because he'd tell me like I was obsessed with girls and he'd like tell me that there were girls there and then I'd show up. He'd say, "Oh, they just left." He got me with that like 20 times. Like, I never figured out that he doesn't know any girls. And so I just end up like, okay, well, now since you're here, can you help me get home? I'm
I
on
feel like you
drugs.
can get lured by like
You son of a bitch.
you could get like Harvey Weinstein lured into this shit so fucking easily.
Back then,
Yeah.
like, hey kid, you like candy? I love candy.
Yeah.
And puppies.
Candy's my favorite. You're gonna make me a star? Well, okay, let's go. Yeah, exactly. It would happen way quicker than you think, dude. You would just blink, you'd have a fucking dick in your mouth.
No, there's one time I showed up. We had this. Jonathan had this friend, Ziggy, who I don't think liked me very much because I would call him on his shit, and he's just a stoner. He just smoked weed all day long, and we went over to his place, and then he like left and came back with a case of beer. And he's like, I just stole this from the bodega, and then I look at it and I just start laughing. Because it's O'Doul's. It's the non-alcoholic beer. And I'm like, they definitely saw you and just let you take it. Like, look at this loser.
Like an idiot.
And he's like, no, it's real beer. I said, yeah, look at the percentage on that puppy. I said, 0.05 is normal, right?
That's hilarious.
He didn't invite me over after that because I just laughed at him.
And then back to the Apple store.
Yeah, we're back to the Apple store on my own.
When was the first time you guys got drunk? Do you remember the story of like the first, like how it happened?
13. My mom's dad mixed up which was the gin and tonic and the tonic water with lime, which I would like copy his drink.
Yeah.
And he gave me gin and tonic. And it was strong.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he like, I think he noticed too late, and he's like, just don't tell anyone. And then at dinner, my mom's like, why is Alec slurring his words? And he's like, it's fine. He's fine. She's like, what? No. Like, this is
He's
great.
having a
I'm
good
like,
time.
I'm fine, Mom. I mean, just be cool.
And then she spanked you.
Yeah.
And that was the first time you got
She
spanked.
spanked me, and that's why I like to get spanked. I'm a little bad boy.
What about you, Steve?
I was, it was my brother's high school graduation. Like I like sipped a beer before this, but like I was always scared to get drunk. I was a freshman in high school, so whatever that is. I was a little pussy. And it was like the grad party, and like our grad parties were just shit shows. It was like the first time like the kids can drink in front of the parents instead of sneak it at the parties. And this was like our first time sneaking it at the party. So it's like, you know, circle of life. And yeah, like me and my two cousins, we stole like a Guinness, like a Coors Light, maybe just like whatever beer we could steal from like a refrigerator nobody was paying attention to. So we just grabbed what we could and we went into the woods and just started drinking. We're like, oh my God, I'm drunk. And then there's this one dude, I remember, Harry, little Harry, we call him, this little guy, like just this little guy.
Little Harry,
He's
little
the man.
Harry.
He's the man though, but he would sneak cigarettes because his mom didn't know he smoked. So he was in the woods sneaking a cigarette, and he just sees us, and we're like, "Oh my God!" And he's like, "Ha, busted! Got you guys." We're like, "Dude, what the fuck? You can't tell anybody." He's like, "Nah, man, you're cool. I won't say anything. Have a good time."
Little Harry.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like this room was spinning, and then my mom walked in the room. We were in my room, just all like, "Oh my God, I'm drunk." She was like, "Why are you guys just standing here and just with the light on and nothing on?" We're like, "Oh, we're about to play video games. We'll see you later." And then I went in the room and talked to my mom for like 5 or 10 minutes because I was like, she knows I'm drunk. I got to prove that I'm not. Little did I know, she was hammered at the time, like just going to sleep. It was like 11 at night at this. Everyone's been drinking since noon at these things. It's like we always do a pig roast, and it's like people.
A pig roast?
Yeah, we
Like
get a whole pig, and
That's sick.
yeah, just like smoking on coal all day. It's like the fucking best food. But yeah, it's like my
America.
family's All like the Messners, they always say can't start drinking all day if you don't start in the morning. So it would be like
That's the family motto.
We said if we were in Game of Thrones, that would be our little crest. That's our crest.
My family motto is always keep everything always.
Never throw anything out ever.
All hoarders.
Well, what was yours?
My first time. I think my first time was when I went to a football game with one of my friends, and he'd stolen like a bottle of Kahlua off his parents.
Oh, Kahlua. That's a perfect.
So sweet.
That's such a perfect time to get like first drunk thing.
And then we had it with milk or Coke. No, I think we had it with Coke. And dude, I didn't even get to the point of feeling drunk. I just got straight to feeling sick.
That's a lot of sugar.
I feel like if I just chug Kahlua right now, I would puke in the same exact way.
But I started pretty early, like at 14. That was when I was 14, and like it was then just consecutive weekends. We just kept going.
Mine was like one and done for a while, and then I was like straight edge for like a while.
I hit it way too early. I was going out to parties, and like if my parents said no, I was sneaking out of home. Like I was a bad little kid.
I didn't.
That's why they spanked you.
100%. Not at that age. I think once you get to a certain age, your parents can't hit you anymore. I think at like 14, it was like, we're not going to hit you, but we're going to make you fucking pay for this. Like,
Now we're going to fuck you.
Now we're going to really build that fetish. My dad, he was great. Like he would try and catch me sneaking out of home,
Catch you what?
Sneaking out of home. Because I would just go all the time. I learned it from my sisters, by the way. They were the ones that taught me, but they just never got caught.
Blame them.
And he would, it got to a point where he would like sprinkle talcum powder on the ground from the front door to my bedroom to like see if there were footprints.
Did you not see the talcum powder?
Well, the thing is, he didn't come in and check my door to see if I was gone, because if he had he would have seen that I was already out of there.
Instead of devising this grand scheme to fucking powder, he could have just opened the fucking door and been like, oh, he's not here.
He could have saved a lot of talcum powder.
Isn't that what they do? Isn't that what they do for ghosts?
One time I snuck a girl back, and then I got in a lot of trouble because he was like, why are there 2 footprints coming back in?
At least it was a girl.
Yeah.
And one of them is a way bigger foot than yours. Who that you have in there with you, son?
Spank you a little bit harder.
Yeah. I don't know. That is what I would want to prevent my kids from doing, is like drinking too early. Like getting exposed to substances.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's different now. Like the Gen Z, they don't drink like we used to drink.
They suck.
Yeah, they're boring as fuck.
I think it's going to have
they don't have sex.
hard turnaround.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think the next generation is going to be like fucking wild. I think that's going to happen. Like it's going to boomerang back or whatever.
I think I have to agree with you.
I also think that we might see Gen Z or whatever like hit their kids because they don't know about it, so they don't know how awful it is. So they might bring it back. Because they're like, I never got hit. All these other fuckers didn't get hit, and we suck. Like, maybe I got to hit my kid. What's the big deal if I give him a little spank?
Yeah.
It's not the 50s, and then it's just going to repeat back into getting hit.
I don't know if I believe this. I can't.
It's a theory, bro.
I can't picture someone like respecting your pronouns and then hitting you. You know,
I could like just being like
maybe if they like really
frustrated.
really snap.
Do all Gen Z respect the pronouns? Is that
I think there's a lot of Gen
accepted?
Zs that are like, I'm Gen Z, but I don't respect the pronouns. Look at me, I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm a renegade. I say there's only 2 genders. Yeah, I'm dangerous.
I'm a new Republican.
Yeah. There is only 2 genders, let's be very clear. I mean, you can pick, but there is only 2.
Trans.
I
I'm
can't.
not trans.
I can't stand when people are like, what is it, non-binary? I'm non-binary. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I
You
just don't
can't
care. Let him.
Yeah, I know. I don't let him be, but I just feel like there's something wrong there. Like you are one or your other. You're deciding not to, cool, but you are one or the other.
I think there's a lot of people that are way too obsessed with their own identity, and like I think that for me, I think the answer is do hallucinogenic drugs.
Yes.
Because then you realize it doesn't fucking matter what this is at all. we are all this is just a vessel for our soul that has no gender. And yeah, I'm getting woo woo, but like, who gives a fuck? Yeah, that's not. I don't identify.
Yeah, it's kind of an ego thing.
Yeah, it's an ego thing, and I think it's an ego thing. Too. Like I think that when you realize that, like, okay, it doesn't matter what group like I want to be in. I'm Alec, but I'm also like the soul that's experiencing Alec.
Yeah.
And so who gives a shit how huge my cock is? You know, like, it's so big. It's like probably
the measurements. You don't even need to. I never measure my dick, because who cares if it's only 4 inches? Like, I don't gotta measure it. That's so egotistical to measure your dick. I would never. Yeah, I think there's like, it's kind of like, sure, you feel like a lady today, you can be a lady. I don't care. But it's like, why does it matter? Like, why do you have to say I am a lady, or I'm a man, or I'm a this, or I'm a that? Like, just be.
I identify Steve as a lady when we're alone, and that's.
He identifies my asshole as a lady. this is a lady's asshole.
I think I'm just more pragmatic. Like,
you can tell the difference.
It's more. I'm just more logical thinking. Like, if someone is clearly a biological woman and she's like, I'm non-binary, my brain is like, no, sorry, honey, you're a woman. Like, you can
just
like,
don't call him honey, and it'll be fine. Otherwise, they're gonna get real mad about something.
I don't know. It's just like that to me. It's like It's like,
you know what I say to that? I say, yeah, oat milk, please. No sugar.
Anyway, what a weird way to end it, but that's funny.
Is that how we're ending it?
Damn.
We got 5 more minutes, but what I want to do is I want you guys to tell me about your...
After that anti-trans tirade, tell us about what you do.
So anyway, let's plug your stuff that no one's going to...
Fucking fantastic.
After we ended your careers before they began.
I'm the only one that said anything controversial. You guys are going to be fine. I'll cop the hate, but I don't care. Because it's my fucking podcast. I'll say what I want.
Yeah, bitches.
This is my podcast. I will say what I want.
So tell me your socials, and then tell me what you guys are doing. Give me your show. Fucking we I know you guys have just told me about it, but like, tell me where the boys can find you and the girls.
At Brainstorm Comedy Live on Instagram. We've got a show September 18th at the Rose. Ticket link right here.
And right here.
And here, and here, and here. At Albandero, ALBANDERO.
Why is that, by the way?
I grew up with my uncles calling me that. I'm named after their like childhood best friend who died, and they called him, he was Alexander, he went by Alec, and they called him Albandero. So they just kind of like ported him into me, and now I'm that guy.
I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah, it wasn't worth the journey. I should have started with it's not worth it.
yeah, you should have said don't ask questions. You don't want the answer.
Who gives a shit?
That's true. Yeah, why do I care? Steve _ Messner and at Instagram at Steve _ Messner. And I do a podcast with Ashley Patrice and Phil Casanova. 4th and 40. Look that up.
Nice.
Sports.
Or not 4th and 40. That's what we used to call it. It's called the Bridge Burner.
He doesn't even know his own podcast.
What's it
So
called?
funny. Bridge Burner.
Nice.
The Bridge Burner
What's it
podcast.
about?
We just talk shit. It's like he's like a goon from Queens. Ashley, you know her,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she's
And then
funny
it's
as fuck.
just
Is it goon?
me. Not that guy. Pause. But we just talk. No, we just talk shit. That's all.
Nice.
Just fucking around, seeing what we can do with it. So
Fuck yeah. And then tell everyone
That's
about
it.
your shows.
Oh yeah, we got the 18th, and then are you talking about like shows we're on? Or?
No, just tell me about your show.
Yeah. We got the Rose show.
Yeah, just what you guys are doing.
Yeah. So we do monthly at the Rose. We get Mike Munari and Tough Cut Productions to film it. We get he brings like Netflix level cameras. So if you're a comic and you're funny, hit us up. But yeah, it's a party. Then we do like an after party every time.
Yeah, it's just a good hang. The whole point of it is to be like a party, to like just the show's loose, the show's good, and then we hang out afterwards. It's always just a good time, go party.
Yeah.
And the same with the mic. The mic is Wednesdays 6 to 8. DM one of us if you're a comic or if you want to try comedy. We've had a couple first timers there. Yeah, Judy Z's DM us on Monday. We'll get you on the list. It's always a party as well. Food to the comics.
You guys are doing a great job.
Brilliant.
Their shows are
Amazing.
fantastic,
Awesome.
guys. Like these guys put me on there. I think it was their last one.
Yeah,
It was
You were on the last one. You
fun
did
as
great.
fuck. It was great. These guys are producing some awesome stuff. So come and check these guys out. Follow them on socials.
Yeah.
Boys, it's been a pleasure.
Hell yeah, dude.
Love you guys.
Love you. Hey, everyone, bring it in.
I'm not bringing it in.
3, 2, 1. Steve
Our God's the real God.
See you in the next one, guys.